Happy Tuesday, family, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. As you can tell by the title, this is August book review, and I feel like I'm a little late. I did not know which book I wanted to review. I have a few that I'm interested in reading. One I've actually started to read, but when I thought about what I wanted to share, I thought about, actually it just came to me today that I wanted to share something that I've already read before, just because I think it's really relevant and it's on my heart to share it. So I hope that that's okay. And you probably already know from the title that the book that I want to review this month is God is a Matchmaker by Derek Prince. And if you're not familiar with Derek Prince, I will put a link to his website in my description box below. But Derek Prince was an evangelist, very popular Christian evangelist, and I have read many of his books, and if you've not read or heard of him, please look him up. I mean, if you're interested in developing yourself spiritually and understanding a lot of spiritual warfare and spiritual growth and those types of things, he's really great at making it plain. His books are typically short, easy reads, but packed with punch and very powerful. So pick up any of his books. I will put I will put the information in the description box below. But this month's book is really a treasure. I'm telling you, it's a treasure. And when I think about the state of our country as it relates to marriage, it's really sad. It's really sad. I mean, people do not want to be married anymore, and those that seek to be married really are, just kind of clueless as to how to have a great marriage. Not just a good marriage, but a great marriage. And marriage takes a lot of work. However, this book gives a really profound principle in that it teaches to let God in on the process from the beginning. So many times we kind of start out on our own and we head down the road and then we meet someone and then we bring God in afterwards, and then when it starts going crazy and chaotic, then we're like, why? But this book is really great because it talks about God being in the front of the process. And that's a really new concept to a lot of people, and it's kind of scary because it means that you have to really develop your prayer life. You have to really, be quiet enough to hear from God. And God's ways are not your ways. And so it may be totally unconventional how God will hook you up. And, it may or may not be in a way that you believe that it will be. And God could totally just wow you. He knows what you like. I mean, He knows you, right? And I think we're so afraid of God being in the front of the process because we think He's not going to get it right. Like, I like muscles, and I'm thinking God's going to give me like some little puny person, right? And I'm not saying me personally, but you know what I mean. If you like muscles, or if you like tall women or short women or tall men or dark men or light men or whatever, you just kind of assume that God can't possibly know what you're attracted to. But He does. He knows you more than you know you. And this book is a really great read because it talks about the spiritual development that's necessary to prepare yourself for marriage. And the greatest principle that I've learned, and I've been using this for many years, is you have to be spiritually compatible. I could care less if you are physically compatible if you're not spiritually compatible. And I'm not saying that physical compatibility is not important. It is important. I don't want someone that I am not physically attracted to. However, the basing your marriage on physical pulchritude, danger, because marriage is for better or for worse. And you could marry someone that you are so totally attracted to, and they're attracted to you, but what if something happens and you're disfigured? Or they're disfigured, or sickness comes, or poverty or hardship comes, and then all of a sudden you don't look that good to them anymore. So if you have a relationship that's based on physicality, that's kind of weak. And then also if you have a relationship that's based on financial wealth and all of these things that are so superficial and temporary and that fluctuate. But spiritual compatibility, if it's founded on God, then you have a much better chance of being compatible for the long term. Because if God is your core and God is his core, and you both are looking to God for the author and the finisher of your faith, then I would say you're still going to have a tough time, but you will have a much more successful time. So check this book out. I will put a description, as I said, like the third time now, I'll put a description in the box below so that you can find it. I believe that you can get it on Amazon.com. You can check out Christian bookstores, although some may or may not have it because it is it's an older book, but it's a very relevant book. Did I say book? It's a very relevant book, especially in this day and age where we are redefining marriage and redefining everything according to what we think is socially relevant. So check out this book. Let me know what your thoughts. It's, as I said, an easy read. It's a quick read. And there's a little twist in this book that I don't want to give it away, but oh my gosh, I don't want to spoil it. But there is a twist in this book. And for anyone who may be facing maybe a relationship challenge even right now, and you know you have some person in mind and it seems like it's just not going that way, check out this book, because there's like a couple of chapters devoted to a situation where you know, Derek Prince, he meets his future wife, and then you know something happens, and I don't want to give it away, but read the book. So I hope that you enjoy this book review. And again, thank you so much for all of your support, all of your love. My arm is getting tired, so I have to go. Until next time, damn.